I'm Phil Bridges, owner of Straight Arrow Repair. Ever want to know how a repairman fixes things? Well, come with me and I'll show you how I solve problems. Let's make things better together. All right, so you may have seen in a mobile home where this shower head's hanging down, the drywall's busted out, and you're like, how in the world that happened? Because they don't use a lot of times they don't use a drop your elbow, which is fastened with 3 screws and it's fastened to a piece of wood that runs from one stud to the other. They just push a hole through, or drill a hole through the drywall, and then there's this side here is threaded. This side is threaded and it has a nut on the back side, so it just tightens up on both sides of the drywall. And the drywall, you hang stuff off of this and the drywall breaks and you think maybe the plumbing's bad, but it's just an inexpensive way of hanging it up. If you come on over here, I'll show you the threads. You see the threads right there? And there'll be a nut on the other side of it here, but right now we're not doing that. So if you go to fixing something like this, you'll have to get either change it over to the drop your elbow, which has 3 screws on the neck to fasten in, put a piece of wood in there for that drop your elbow to fasten to, or you have to replace this area with drywall that will hold up, and then put your tub surround and then the nut on that. And there's a nut on the shower head also, so let's go back in the room next door. Sometimes it's a whole sheet of drywall that you pull off, but in this case, it's just some small pieces that are stripped out the screws. Wow, Fumbleina. If you look in here, let me turn the light on. There's a nut right here. So you'll need to tighten that up if you ever see how they put a piece of wood in there to support it so the drywall wouldn't pull out. It's Phil Bridges. If you like what you saw, you think it might be helpful to somebody else, push that like button and let other people know what you and I now know. And we'll work together toward making a brighter future. And by the way, we're not Americans, we're Americans. See you next time.